Recording this isn't very interesting.
And you're recording this, which is July the 12th, 2018. The time I have is 3:10 in the afternoon. And you, sir, are, of course, our famous leader who runs the ND, or we call it New Directions. And I'm Mr. John Cupido, and I'm kind of working with you on a new type of workshop, and on a one-to-one type workshop, which we hope to share around and teach other people to do something similar to what we're doing here today. It's a little different style of support, and but it does include dogs, because I can hear your dog. I can't hear your voice though.
I know. I had a dog explosion, so I muted it.
Okay. Very good. Hey, all right. Who goes first?
Actually, as I was saying, I just got in a message from my nurse to tell me what the next couple months are going to look like very well, or very likely. So I would like to go first, and I'd like to read it out loud and deal with it as it happens. Okay. Can you?
Why don't you sure you don't want to read it online, and I'll be supportive of you?
That's what I said. That's what I meant.
Okay. Very good. I'll follow you. Follow me.
Okay. So let's see. Here we go. Oh, okay. Which lab should I send the order to? I think we should repeat the labs in 2 to 3 weeks, then come here the following week. Let's aim for you to come here the first week of August. Okay, well, so that's in 3 weeks. Okay. So that means that I'm going to do my labs here locally in the next 2 weeks, then give them a week to process them, and then I meet with an oncologist with the results in hand. No sense meeting them before that. So good news is they're jumping right on it, and that it's going to only be a couple weeks, which is good because, you know, it's not, hey, you know, call us in 6 months kind of thing. We'll get started in a couple weeks. The bad news is,
so you're pleased that it's moving along.
I am. Yeah. Well, that's good news and bad news. That's what I was just going to say. The good news is
okay. There's another part
the bad
too,
news is that it's moving along. This is not something I want to happen.
You're not too anxious,
and it's moving along.
Yeah. So you're kind of pulled in 2 different directions.
Right.
You want it to move along quickly, get going, and yet at the same time, you're not happy with the process in the first place.
No. I'm not. I'm glad that the process works. I'm glad that the process is available to me. I'm glad that that I can take advantage of it. I'm glad that my work is supportive of me. I'm not glad about the process, and the process is something we don't want to do. We're doing chemo again. I assume we're going to end up with the same thing as last time, which is get on 2 chemos for a couple of months, like 6 months, and then it's a pill every day at $400 a piece a day, and then a shot in the belly once a week which is not so local. It's an 1.5-hour drive to get to where I do that. They order the medicine when I get there, and they mix it up right then while I'm sitting there, and it takes like 20 minutes or so, and then they come and bring it in this special wrapper that says poison nuclear medicine on it and all this, and it's in its cooler, and it's just, and, you know, and then that's what they're sticking in me.
And they're sticking it in you.
And yes, it's a big shot needle in my belly. And then I sit there for 10 or 15 minutes to see if I'm going to pass out. And if I don't, they go, bye. And I turn around and drive back home if I want to. So, I don't know.
So you're just trying to hang on.
Well, it's in describing it to you, it's like kind of a PTSD thing, you know what I mean? I'm reliving it and I'm describing it to you, which is helpful, I guess.
Before, yeah.
That's what it's going to be like, I guess, again. And then I go into the hospital again, and they spend 4 days sucking the bone marrow out of me, and again, and then what was like the next week or something like that, I go home, and the next week I come back and check myself in, and I'm there for 3 weeks, and they give me mustard gas and put my bone marrow back in and hope it holds again. So, just a second. I'm going to change the subject, but it's just a minute.
It's just draining the guts out of you. It's like you're having your guts pulled out. And that had hurt the first time, real bad.
It
hurts now.
Huh?
And it hurts now.
It's more, it's emotional pain, not physical pain as much. Well, it's some physical pain too, but it's mostly what I'm feeling right now is the fear of my fear. It's the fear of my fear. I mean, the whole thing is scary. The whole thing, if you think about how close when I'm in the hospital, the point of it is to kill off all your blood cells. And so for like 3 days, it's called neutropenic, and you have none white blood cells, none. And white blood cells are what keeps you from getting anything, everything. And I have none. And they just hope that it catches back on and starts heading back up. You know, the chart's right at the end of my feet. I got to sit there and stare at the thing for 3 weeks. And it shows none. It's like,
this is disconcerting.
Off-putting. I like that word.
Off-putting.
Off-putting. It's an understatement. It's off-putting.
Where do you feel this hurt in your body?
Oh, right here in my heart, right here.
Yeah.
And in my
chest,
kind of under my arms, kind of weird. I'm kind of hunched over, like I want to. What's it called when you curl up like a baby? Fetal
position.
Yeah, it's kind of what I feel like. Just like
crawl up into the fetal position.
Yeah, like get a blanket and roll up and. So now I'm taking this pressure that's in my, what are these called? Lats or something? I don't know. This muscle right here. Lats, I think.
Ribs? Rib cage?
Yeah, but lats, behind this muscle, it's not the ribs. It's the Batman that makes it look like Batman if you got it big like that. Arnold Schwarzenegger had awesome ones. And so anyway, I was taking that pain and it wants to go up. So in my curliness, I'll just take it. Just a second.
Oh. So hurtful.
Kind of like when you get all sweaty and you can't get your shirt off, and the only way to get it off is to pull it up over your head. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't get it off this way.
wish you could pull this hurt off.
Yeah, just
Get rid of this situation and throw it away.
not the situation, the pain, just the fear,
Pain, okay.
whatever you
The
call
pain
it, the
and
energy.
the fear. Get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah. I think it's fear. It's not, I don't think it's fear.
It's fear.
Concern, not knowing, but then knowing. Someone said, well, yesterday said, well, at least you know what you're going to have to go through. I'm like, yeah, that's good news and bad news. Before I was like, whatever, we'll see what happens. But now I know it's going to happen, and that's good news and bad news again.
That's extremely frightening.
So I'm just trying to let it drain out still. In my arms, in the back of my arms, and my pinkies. It's coming down the back of my arms.
So it's kind of draining out of your hands.
Yeah. Yeah, now it just wants to drop. So I just let gravity take it. It's usually the easiest way for me to get rid of stuff is to let go and just let gravity have it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's and it wants to, and it, like that. I'd want it to come up and out, but now what's left is, I don't know, heavy, kind of a depressionish.
Almost like a heavy liquid.
Yeah.
Draining out of your body. Is it going through your feet too, or just your hands?
Right now, I'm just aware of my hands.
Just your hands, okay.
Pinkies that are on the table. Just let it go out of me.
Just let it leave your body.
I certainly don't need it for any reason, I don't think. Maybe for a reminder to pay attention and to get the most out of them. But if I tell you what I'm doing for the next 3 days, I think I'm getting the most out of it without the pain. I don't need the reminder. Sometimes I do, but. Wow. All right. Hi. So.
I'm right here.
I know. Thanks. Thanks for listening. It's really helpful.
Getting a little bit of a reduction in fear and discomfort. A lot of it has left you.
It has actually, not all of it, but yeah, it's my lats. I don't feel it at all. I think I still feel a little bit in my arms. I have to keep letting go as I talk or as the day goes by. And the other thing is it's not, I don't know, it'll be back. It'll be back again. And the issue is just getting started and we've got to make arrangements and then la.
So you had yourself just get full of this fear and anxiety or pain, and it just filled you up. And now it seems like you were able to kind of let it go, and it just kind of gradually flushed out your hands.
It's my pain. I can let go of it. It's not there so much anymore. Feel it to heal it, they call it.
It's practically gone.
Yep. Way more gone than it was.
Wow.
I like being this aware. I like being able to see and feel and release and do, it makes me feel in control of my life. It makes me feel like I have the power to do what I need to do.
Yes.
I can feel, yes. I'm not afraid of any feelings, I don't think. A couple, but.
Gives you some influence on what's going on in your world, what's going on in your body.
I know. I don't think most people know what the heck to do with feelings. They go, I'll go drink over it, or I'll go do something else. I'll distract myself. All that. But It's not very effective. So what I consciously do with my feelings and with my urgency is to make stuff happen. I'm making stuff happen. I am, and I'm motivated, and I'm inspired, and I don't sleep much, and here I go. So tomorrow I am on TV for half an hour doing a new educational program on EQ, and I got to do a PowerPoint for that, and I started it this morning, and I'm going to be working most of the night again. Which is fine. It's number 10. So it's double-digit respectability, as one of the guys puts it at racquetball, which I love.
So you're double determined to keep at this stuff.
Right. And then Saturday morning, I am guest lecturer at a college course from UVA, University of Virginia, on EQ, and I'm the guest lecturer in this class for 3 hours on Saturday morning. Isn't that cool? Which I also need a PowerPoint for. I was specifically asked. I didn't ask. The last time I was on, I asked, but this time he asked me. They came and asked me.
Wow. Now that felt good.
It is.
Sure.
Yes. That
like about times when people are recognizing you.
Yep. And the next one is from the Society of Emotional Intelligence, who they asked me. I didn't ask them. They asked me to be one of 3 presenters on a special presentation that they're doing in October, and they're charging for it. And I'm doing it on Feel It to Heal It. Emotional mastery. Exactly what we were just talking about. And so this is a good example of that. Maybe I can use part of this in that. But I have to come up with an outline and the 3 main takeaways, which is a very good question, and a bio of me. And I've done the bio. I passed it by some people on Facebook, and some people edited it, which was fun. And so it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good now. So I'm good with the bio, but I still have to come up with what are you actually going to talk about. And because these are Society of Emotional Intelligence are smart folks. They're not they're smart folks. Okay. They're not your general public. And so I'm going to have to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. So it should be interesting.
Wow. So you're really looking forward to accomplishing some of that.
Yeah. Oh, and all that stuff is due by tomorrow. So all of it. I know. So that's what I was doing when you called. Just for fun. And I came up, I have to share this with you. I came up with a new 10 steps to, from feelings. We're trying to promote feelings, right? From feelings to results. How are they connected? You could, and I up 10 steps from, and they start outside of you, but then it goes inside real fast. And then you get the results that you get at the end. And if you're not getting the results you want, you can backtrack and figure out what you were thinking and what you were feeling. And that's probably has a lot to do with your results, right? And go forward. If you manage your thoughts and your feelings, you can get better results, says I.
Okay.
So that feels good.
It sounds like a project methodology.
Yeah, methodology. Yeah, good. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Yes. So, it's just what you do. It's just here. Be aware of it. It's already what you do. So, I'm excited about that. Huh? Yeah, I know. I was going to say my excitement is like bubbly. You've said it before, like champagne kind of bubbling in here, and in my head I get all light in my head, and some people call it ungrounded, but it's kind of fun. It's pretty fun.
Call it what you will. It's your feeling.
But I know. I'll be grounded later when I got to write it all down. But right now I'm just enjoying the whoa. And I didn't realize until I said it to you that they asked me. Two out of three of them asked me. The other one I asked them, but they asked me, and that is excellent, says I in my book. So I use my fear and my pain to motivate me to higher good. Boom.
So you use your fear and your pain to push you or produce the energy to continue these projects and have this kind of impact you want to have on so many people.
I do. Before I go. So I don't know if I'll be here long or not. It doesn't matter. At this moment, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference. I got to make it through Saturday morning.
You're anxious to accomplish this, no matter what.
Yep. So my plan is to live until Saturday morning at least, maybe even Saturday afternoon.
Okay, you're going to live at least that long, eh?
And today's Thursday evening, by the way. So anyway, so cool. Good. That's what that feels good. Thank you. I took the negative, I aware of it. I accepted it, no problem. Just like, here it comes. It's not a problem. I didn't fight it, right? Didn't fight it 1 second, right? Just like,
yes,
it's interesting. Here's where I feel it in my body. It's pain. It's fear. It's sadness. It's kind of depressing. Okay, so that's
agony.
Awareness. Yep. Right.
Yeah.
So awareness, acceptance. Just takes a second, but I'm accepting it, and then my action is to let it go. To feel it to heal it, to get in there, make it big for a minute, and then let it out of me. And then the last 3 steps are release, replace, rejoice. So let it go. It then gets filled up with positives, and then do, like that.
You're going to have some of the real energy, and especially you kind of see yourself accomplishing some of these things.
I do.
Things are really happening, and you're getting a chance to live the life you have the way you want it.
Yep. Even though I have cancer.
Even though you have cancer, and
is
you're in the process of fighting it, but you're using what you got.
Yeah, people say keep fighting it, keep fighting it. I don't. That's not. Let me think of a word. That's not the word I use.
That's not your word.
It's not my word. I don't.
So therefore, that's not your feeling either.
It's not my word because it's not my feeling. So I never came up with. I've noticed the number of times people have said, "Keep up the good fight," and "You're a warrior," and stuff like that. And I'm like, but I'm not fighting it. I'm not. What's the word?
What's the feeling?
The flow. It feels like, okay, this is what's happening. This is what we're doing about it. And we just go on. It's more like, I don't know. It's like going like rafting. You've got bumps and you're like, to get from here to here, it's not going to be real smooth. It's bumpy, and some of it you get wet, and sometimes you get knocked around, you get slammed up inside of the canoe. And it's hard sometimes, and you got to paddle hard, and sometimes it's hard, but it doesn't feel like I'm fighting it. You don't fight the river when you do that. There's no sense fighting waves. You can fight waves all you want to. They don't care. They don't care. But you go with them. You go with them. You know what I mean? It's a flow thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're following your... I'm confused, I have to say.
Okay.
So I'm trying to follow you, and I'm having trouble right now.
All right. I'm talking about the whole cancer journey.
Yeah,
I'm not fighting it, though. It's not like this is something in me and I got to get it out of me. It's that this is something that my body's doing. This is the medicine I need to take in order to make that happen, to live.
You're enduring it.
Enduring, I guess. Yeah, that's a better word.
You're enduring all the discomforts, all the fears, all the pain, and still trying to fulfill your objective.
Yeah. Does enduring feel like a victim thing or no to you?
I don't know. It depends. It's more like what's in your body.
Yeah.
What your reactions are.
Endure
I hear that
means
you're having
suffer.
fearing it.
Does it?
Enduring, yeah. I might think that way too.
Yeah. I guess that's accurate.
You're trying to cope with the pain, cope with the fear, cope with all these things, and still do what you can to carry on this mission of being there and helping so many people deal with their pain and suffering.
Yep. Cool. Yep. I'll have to work on that word. Enduring is a better word, but I don't like this. I mean, there is some suffering to it in reality, but I'm not sure that's still not the right word. It's flow is better to me, but that's still not the right word either. Anyway, I'll work on it. So what
I get the impression you're experiencing like a long distance bicycle ride or a long distance marathon.
Yeah. Hopefully it's long distance.
Keep on trying. It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
You have to kind of endure the heat.
Yeah.
You're enduring the demand on your muscles.
Yep. Bumps in the road. Yep.
You say bumps in the road. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand a bit better what you're saying there.
Yeah.
The bumps in the canoe and all of that is interesting.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. Well, thank you. That was very helpful for me. What I would like to suggest now, I have to go at 4:00. And so I did about 25 minutes. So I'm going to stop the recording and then I'm going to start it again. So we have two different files because they're going to get too huge. So give me just a second and then it'll be your turn. Okay. Is that all right with you?
Very good.
Cool.
What should I do on this end?
Not a thing. Smile pretty.